Today I'm going to address unhinged buyers and threatening emails, and we're going to look at one that I actually just had to deal with. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about unhinged buyers and threats you can get. This is something that has happened to us on numerous occasions. Believe it or not, we've even received threats against one of our lives over a sale on an item on eBay. So it does happen. You've got to be able to handle it appropriately. We're going to pop over and show you the one that I just received and had to deal with. Now here's the email I received, and this is a very mild one compared to some that we've received. I've received some that were just vile from start to finish with every other word in the book in there over nothing that was caused by us. Now this is the same basic thing happening here. Now, this person purchased a Purdue University baseball silk. This is something you would get out of tobacco back in the 1910 era. It's a fairly large one. It's a little bigger than a postcard. This sold for $95, I think, plus shipping. About average on something like this. I got nothing into it. The email comes in, why am I paying tax on this? Again, now they're yelling, I don't live in Ohio. Exclamation point, and then you've got a couple question marks. Unless you don't want me coming down on you like 10 tons of bricks, I suggest you fix this. Now, that is basically a threat by eBay standard. I could call instantly and go ahead and have eBay cancel it. They'll fix that on their behalf, tell them I don't want to deal with somebody who's making threats on my behalf. That's something you can do in a lot of these sorts of situations. It depends on what they're doing. Now, I'm not going to show you the response here for a few moments, and we're going to talk about potential things that you could have responded with this. Now, a lot of people may take this personally. A lot of people may go off on them with this type of comment. If you haven't dealt with people in a public setting like this, it can be trying for many, many people. Now, for me, I've worked in restaurants and retail. Ones that served alcohol are always the worst. So I've seen everything. I've had windows bashed out. I've been threatened, bottles thrown at me. We've been robbed. I don't know how many times in places that I've worked. I've seen people, beat up, pistol whipped and stuff in there. This is mild. This is something that you're going to have happen to you at some point in your career if you plan on being a reseller for any length of time. Now, this is something that's not personal. This is something that's based on a business. They're going after you because they think that you've done something wrong as a business and are charging them something you should not. Now, how you handle it, if you go off and fly off at the handle on things like this, you're not going to look very good either. Now, in eBay's eyes, this is going to be escalated at some point where they're going to see both sides of what you're saying. This is going through eBay's email system. First thing you should always be is professional. Even if somebody cusses and calls you every foul name in the book, don't do it back to them. Be polite, be nice, be business professional for every step of the way on any of these sorts of issues. When I worked in places and someone was making threats or yelling at me or an employee, the number one thing that I did was I was smiling and very polite, and whatever they threw at me, I responded very polite, very nicely, and I smiled about the whole thing. Now, I didn't instigate it. I didn't push it any farther than that. I didn't agree with anything that I had to do. If I needed to call the police were called out there. God, I don't know how many times I've had to call the police in a restaurant that serves alcohol. It's just something you're going to have to deal with. But again, in any one of those situations I've talked about, I was professional. No matter what was going on, I handled it the very same way. Calm, cool, and collected. It's the best way to do this sort of thing, no matter what. You don't want to escalate the issue. Tensions are high right now all over the place. Pandemic's been going on for a long time, so be safe, be careful. No sense in escalating something. On top of that, as a business, I could potentially lose a $90 sale. I know people will say, well, that's uncalled for what he said. Yes, it is. The point of it, though, after the sale, if he leaves good feedback and we're a done deal, I block him. And I'm done with the deal. Never have to mess with it again. Who knows what will happen at the end? Now let's go look at my response to this gentleman here. Now here's my response. Sorry, but it does not at all matter where you live as your state is requiring the collection of tax. A federal law was passed several years ago, and your state now collects sales tax as of July 1st, 2021 on internet sales. Now, again, I looked up everything. I compared where I lived. I tracked down the rules, the laws, everything, just so I can be done and say what the rules are. I know if it's being collected, it's not being collected by me. eBay wouldn't do it if they didn't have to, because it's extra work and they're cheap and they're not going to spend the extra money. So if they're collecting it, it's required for sure. No company would probably collect if they didn't have to, unless it made their life much easier. And it continues, please check with your state's taxation office, as they are, and I guess I typoed, ones being paid and requiring the tax. The tax was also shown prior to your purchase, and then once again when you paid. So please do not threaten me over your own state's tax laws. I also have no way whatsoever to void tax on this item. eBay collects that directly as required by federal law. eBay then pays it to your state. We never see nor even touch the tax collected at all. End of story. That is the total thing that I sent out to them. No attack, no nothing else. I haven't reported them or anything else like that at this point here. I'm not trying to escalate. I'm trying to be professional as I address any type of issue. No matter what the mail comes in, this is the tone of voice you need to be for everything going back out. Never escalate it. Never raise your voice in a letter, I should say. Don't write a response if you're mad when it comes in. If their first email gets your blood boiling, calm down and wait a few minutes before you do anything. Just don't ever send off a response when you're upset about it, because it's not going to come off very good usually. You want to be the bigger person here, so if eBay ever sees issues with this, this could be noted if you were nasty to them as well on your account. If you have many issues, they might think it's partially you and partially the other person, hence you could be dinged for issues like that. You are safe if you handle them properly. You're not escalating them either. That is the big key to this whole thing here. Now, I'm going to show you the reply from this person in just a few minutes here, but my first reaction was the second reply is iffy. It may be just another really nasty one. I may not even get another reply, or it may be super apologetic because they weren't aware that the law was in place. Maybe they've been screwed over by somebody else. Who knows what this person's situation was? Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they lost somebody with the pandemic. Who knows what's going on? So again, no need to jump off the handle at anybody for any case, no matter what they're saying. Even if it's a flat out lie, I never say, hey, you're lying to somebody either, if they are doing something like that. I just prove it the best I can through what I have, my images on the listing, the descriptions, their email messages as well there. You calling somebody a liar or making threats back is, again, not going to do you any good at all. It will do you harm. It could hurt your account. They could mark you as someone who's aggressive or nasty back. That kind of stuff can be recorded on your account fair and square if you treat somebody else on eBay badly. That goes for even somebody who is treating you badly. Just because someone else is doing something doesn't mean you got to do it too. So I think it was the next day they replied back. Yes, you are absolutely right. I just found out thanks to your reply. Now again, I gave them all the information they need to go and look this up or do whatever they want to do to see that I am being honest and sincere with what's going on. Having checked out the date myself and when this went into place, it just happened. So again, this is something that maybe they haven't bought anything since then. That's only been a few months ago. So again, never jump to any conclusions on stuff like this. Somebody could be just having a terrible day. It doesn't mean you got to deal with them again. And if you really, really don't want to deal with them, you can call eBay and say you feel threatened, you don't want any more issues, you'd like to cancel it, block them, and never have to deal with these types of people ever again. That is something doable as well. Let's continue here. And I sincerely apologize. Furthermore, I hope you can forgive me, though it's understandable why you might be hesitant to do so. I'm so sorry about this, and I am ashamed of myself. You're quite kind to reply so respectfully as you have, though I am not deserving of it. But it's a hard lesson learned on my part. By all means, please send the Murad silk at your convenience, and upon receipt, I will give you the highest rating. Apologies and thank you. So again, I answered respectfully, professionally, nicely, as nice as I could for the situation at hand here. And at the end of the day, I got a super apologetic response back to them. Now again, this is far, far from some of the nastiest ones we've received. I've received some that I would never repeat, in an open platform at all. I would probably get dings on my account for repeating some of the words that were spoken in the messages in eBay to us. eBay did take care of it. I do believe the last time we had something like that, they shut them down. I do know for sure the time that the wife was threatened with bodily harm over an item, that eBay did ban them from the site based on that. I think we did file a police report. The person didn't live too far away. We did all the proper procedures. We followed all eBay's rules, and again, they did take action on that case. So again, do it properly, do it nicely, do it properly and professionally, and you will come out ahead every time. You may lose a case, you may lose the item, you may still get scanned by something, but on eBay's eyes, you did the right thing. That is what's most important. Saving your reputation, saving your feedback, saving your account, and saving your store is what matters. Now, I did reply to that as well. My reply, no worries. This is a business and we don't take things personally. That's all I responded. End of story. I didn't go into anything else whatsoever. Letting them know that, I'm not happy with it, but hey, I'm still fine with the sale. Let's just let it go. That's basically the gist of my worded statement there. I probably won't receive anything. They probably will leave flying feedback, and I will just go ahead and block them after that point. I personally don't want to deal with somebody who does go unhinged over something that's, again, they didn't even look into it ahead of time. Always have your ducks in a row when you're replying to stuff like this as well, so you know what the rules are. If I didn't look them up, I might have stated something wrong, and then they can come back at me and say I was, again, trying to mislead them or deceive them in some way. Well, there we have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
They're so sweet.
Surprise, surprise, puppy surprise. How many puppies are there inside? There could be 3 or 4 or 5.
5! I can't believe my eyes, and they're all different.
Each one is different, like puppies should be, but they all look like their mommy. That's easy to see. Surprise, surprise, puppy surprise. How many puppies are there inside?
4 puppies.
There could be 3 or 4 or 5.
We have 3. 2 are sleepy heads, and 1 has spots all over.
Surprise, surprise, it's puppy surprise.
Puppy surprise, you're my best surprise.
Puppy Surprise comes with 3, 4, or 5 baby puppies. 1 in 5 mommy dogs comes with 4 or 5 puppies, each sold separately.